How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing good, Megan. How about you?
Good. Is your kitchen done yet?
Well,
I know it's a sore subject.
Well, I chose the countertop yesterday, and they're supposed to come out and
Okay.
measure for the counters, and hopefully install do the fabrication for the counters in the next week or so, and get that installed. And it's making progress, but I'll tell you, it's like watching grass grow.
I know. It's kind of like watching the rates drop, right?
Exactly right. Exactly.
All right. Well, when it's done, you'll have to give us a tour.
Okay, sure.
So
That
this
sounds
is
good.
going to be our mid-year review
Mhm.
show today. So we're going to talk about what we thought would happen in 2023, what has actually happened in 2023, and what we think will happen for the remainder of 2023 so that buyers and sellers can best position themselves for success this year.
Yeah, good idea.
All right. So let's go over it. There's two things we're going to talk about really, and that is the same things we always talk about, which is the amount of homes that are for sale
Mhm.
and the interest rates. So beginning of the year, we didn't quite realize that it was going to be even worse than previous years, so much so
Mhm.
with the amount of homes for sale. And I actually have the numbers right here, and I'm sorry for not having it right here, right in front of my face. But let me just, if somebody has a pen, this would be a good time to write it down. So the amount of homes that are on the market in the realtor world, the lingo is called the inventory, right? So
Mhm.
last year, the amount of homes for sale in Orange County around this time was 4,041. Before COVID, the amount was about 6,776. Okay. So
Okay.
6,776, the market was okay. It was a little, yeah.
Yeah.
The heart rate was low on that market. Okay.
Mhm.
It was all right. It was all right. It was kind of normal, not too exciting. I remember I had 3 houses for sale on one street, and I really tried to space them out, but the market was kind of bleh, so it took a little
Mhm.
while.
Yeah.
So that was 2017 through 2019. Then, last year only 4,000. And then if you can just imagine this, for June of this year, the number
Mhm.
is 280.
How much was that? 20? How much?
2280.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's abysmal.
100. And before
Yeah.
COVID, it was about 6,700. Wow. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's about a
geez.
70% drop in inventory from pre-COVID to now.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
close to
I just
70% drop.
I don't see where this is going to change. I really can't see where it's going to
Right.
change. So,
Right. I agree.
it got worse than what we expected as far as people putting their houses on the market. And part of that is because it's like, where are they going to go? Because there's no motivation. There's no other
Mhm.
homes listed that are a whole lot better than theirs. And so,
Mhm.
they're just kind of staying put. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
if you do the math on that, if somebody had a 3% rate and now they're going to mortgage at 6.5, I mean, they're going to certainly have a higher mortgage amount on a new purchase. Their
right.
payment's going to more than double.
Yeah. Yeah, we get spoiled in these low interest rates.
Yeah.
So my prediction for the rest of the year is that we're going to see a spike. Here's my experience,
Mhm.
is that spring comes, things are hot, don't go on vacation because as a realtor, because things are busy. Then June comes, things are going along pretty good. Then July comes and everybody's on vacation and out doing
Mhm.
their thing. They are now back from vacation. The last couple of days, things are hot again. And I think the market is going to heat up a little bit here in the next few weeks, there's gonna be some
Mhm.
more homes on the market. And then, oh gosh, end of August, middle of September, it's probably gonna be incredibly slim pickings. If we've only gotten this far at the busiest time of year, then I think this is just a trend that we're gonna continue to see, that there's
Mhm.
not gonna be a lot of homes on the market.
I agree.
And that's, I think the beginning of next year is gonna be just better save your pennies, because people just, they're not moving. They love their homes.
Well, yeah, that's
So,
true.
so that's good. Okay, so tell me, what did you think was gonna happen this year? What
Well, I mean,
actually,
yeah,
and
as you know,
what's,
I get a lot of guidance on the rate environment and what's going on with the economy, and I watch that, very closely. And I was really high paid guidance that I get. And the guidance from last year leading into this year was that we thought that rates would gradually drop a little bit. And the projection was, frankly, we'd be into the five, something in the mid fives by summer. The
right?
reality is that didn't happen. And it's just not going to happen. There's too much going on where rates really haven't gone down, and we're still seeing a lot of volatility. And part of that, though, Megan, is because the economic data is so conflicting. I mean, today we had consumer confidence came out really, really high. We had a jobs report come out last month that was like double what they expected to have. So the economy seems to be just plugging along. We're not in a recession apparently. So I think we have to see some of those numbers change. Now the Feds are meeting today and tomorrow. They're going to
Mhm.
announce their decision on the Fed monetary policy tomorrow. We're not expecting another rate increase tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen. So I think the
Mhm.
Feds will hold steady here for a little bit. But I really do think that over time we will see a reduction of rates. But here's the word of caution. It's not going to be a drop in rates. We're not going to see like go from 6.5 to 4.5. It just doesn't go that way. So
Mhm.
for us to get to the low fives, that's going to take many, many months over time for that to happen. So I do think at
Mhm.
some point next year, probably first quarter next year, will be lower rates, maybe through part of next year. So, I would say to home buyers that are saying, well, when the rates go down, I'll get a house. That's just not going to happen.
Right.
That's not a strategy that's going to win an offer or to get you a
Right.
house.
No, and my advice to sellers is that still, price your home reasonably. Just because
Mhm.
there's not a lot of houses for sale doesn't mean that everything is going absolutely bananas. So it's
Right.
still price your home with a normal price on it, and it will sell, and let the buyers, decide what their best offer is. And it's most
Mhm.
likely going to be, if you have a good price on the house, you'll attract as many buyers as possible,
Right.
and they'll write their best offers. And that's your answer to what's my house worth.
Exactly. Right. Every time. Every
Yeah.
time.
All right. So our advice, amazingly, has been so consistent over the years, and that is, if you find it and it makes sense to you and you really love it, to just go ahead and buy it.
Yeah.
And because everything has to be what makes sense to you.
Mhm. For sure.
Okay, Greg, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a
Appreciate you,
wonderful
Megan.
week. Stay cool, and
Working on it.
we'll see what happens with the Fed this week.
I think we'll be fine. That's all
Uh,
good. All right.
I'll trust your judgment.
Thanks, Megan.
Bye.